Filmmaker Kiran Rao's new film Laapata Ladies delivers pertinent messages on equality, education, and women empowerment, all wrapped in humor. The film, starring newcomers Pratibha Ranta, Nitanshi Goyal, Sparsh Srivastava, and Ravi Kishan, could have gone either way. Considering it touches upon subjects of feminism, it could have been preachy. Instead, writers Sneha Desai and Divyanidhi take you into the beautiful world of Nirmal Pradesh and narrate the year's most heartwarming story. The plot seems simple. Dinesh Kumar Srivastava is on his way back home after marrying Phool Kumari Goyal. The journey involves multiple modes of transportation and numerous changes, varying from a scooter ride to a bus ride to a final train journey. When he reaches his home at the dead of the night, his friends and family are eagerly waiting to welcome the new bride. Veiled until then, the new bride's face leaves everyone stunned. Turns out there has been a swap in the train, and Deepak has brought along Pushpa Rani instead of Phool, who meanwhile is stranded at another station, clueless as to how to reach her husband. While Deepak tries to look for his bride and find the whereabouts of Pushpa's family, it is Pushpa's mysterious and dubious nature that leaves the local cop, Ravi Kishan, suspicious of her. The story may be set in fictitious locations, but the problems are real. The beauty lies in the brilliant screenplay by Desai and Divyanidhi, who adapt the story from writer Biplab Goswami and manage to put a smile on the face with little details. As she waits for her husband to come back looking for her, Phool befriends a beggar, a street vendor, and a chai wali at the station. The four form an unusual bond, with Phool learning a thing or two on feminism from the elderly lady who gets her work at her shop. There is so much that the film touches upon, really. Female bonding, equality, the importance of education, being self-reliant, the unnecessary customs and diktats that women are subjected to. Almost every scene drives home a point, and yet at no point does it feel like a lecture. The writing and stupendous performances make Laapata Ladies such a breezy watch. Kishan, who has been a veteran in cinema, almost makes a rebirth with his performance as the slippery cop. His comic timing is perfect in the film, and amid mostly unknown faces in the film, he looms large with his character, yet never overstepping the leads. It's a layered performance for a role that one could have easily hammed, but Kishan manages to make it memorable. The newcomers are splendid. Who would have thought an influencer, Goyal, could have given so much depth to her character? Or was I too quick to judge her by looking at her posts on Instagram? Nitanshi Goyal brings in the right amount of innocence to her role. Phool has learned to follow the rule book by the T, but is not rigid enough to unlearn things. She is called naive for her optimism, but eventually makes everyone believe in her belief. A stark difference to Phool's character is Pushpa Rani, who is a tad cynical but also spirited. While she plays her cards carefully, she also teaches the women in Deepak's family multiple things, forges friendships, encourages women to find a voice, and even wants to help Deepak find Phool, but not before her purpose is served. Rani is stunning as Pushpa, a role that is complex to play for its background, but Rani delivers a restrained performance, never overstepping what the character's intentions are. Giving the ladies company is Sparsh Srivastava. Last seen in the Netflix show Jampara, Srivastav is a kind of leading man that one wants to see more on the Hindi screen. Srivastav plays the miserable and guilty Deepak so well that it's difficult to distinguish the actor from the character. The way he fumbles, yet proud of his English, the way he misses Phool but also is responsible about Pushpa and her whereabouts, it's a well-written character, played equally well. Laapata Ladies barely slips. It lifts the veil from so many societal issues, but gently, with humor, with subtlety, and that's why it feels like a giant warm hug. A story that speaks to you, makes you think, and makes you smile at the same time. Rao's first film Dhobi Ghat spoke about loneliness, among other things, in a city like Mumbai. A well-crafted and well-shot film, Rao's work was appreciated for speaking to the audience in such a subtle manner. The beauty of Laapata Ladies is that even though the film is feminist in its approach, it never makes the men look bad nor does it whitewash them. Rao creates a stunning world where everyone and everything is nirmal, gentle, much like the film's treatment and the place it's set in. Go watch Laapata Ladies. For its message, its characters, its humor and more importantly to celebrate the director Kiran Rao's work. Let this be a textbook example on how to approach women's stories.